A blessed day, viewers and subscribers. Welcome to the boss with another video. Please put a like, leave a comment, and make a get straight into this. Alright, so you see the video where I go play? Somebody sent me a story. I'm wanting to listen to it. It's a brother in a foreign there. So put a like, leave a comment, and we don't know any story we drop, it's exclusive. Alright? So I want to listen what the youth are saying go through in America, and him there to share his story. I could drive, I could listen.
Well done, boss. He's a Jamaican native, and today I really want to share my story with the viewers, you know. I feel like the more stories there are, the more people can better guide themselves to make better decisions if them decide to migrate or just being in America on a whole, you know. Yeah, so right now I'm married. Men are married, been married for like 8 years or whatever the case is, however long I'm there. 2 boys, one of them are like 2 or I don't want to get too much details because people, I don't want to put strings together. But me work in a tourist industry from me, about 18, 19. And at that time, my plan was me did a 6th form and me left 6th form and was like, you know, like, I don't want to study business in a 6th form, more actually go back to school to be an architect. So I did work and save towards that. But this day, I go up on I bring out a tour with about 12 girls. And after the tour, them asked me for me social media. And me end up give it to them, you know. And after I give them social media, I'm left for a couple of them texting, but I never really replied to none because they're busy. I've been in the tourist industry for a while at this point. So tourists messaging me or hitting on me or whatever the case is, that never really bother me because not to toot my own on or nothing like that, but me is a face boy, you know. But this specific one, which is my wife, I not hear from her until the day she land back in America. She texts me and her talk for a few days, and you know, when me and her talk, I make sure right out the gate say, yeah, me I had to talk, but can't, like, me young, I can't take care of you, I can't take care of nobody. Me see if you go back to school, you're pretty, you look like a high maintenance, just to make you know, I can't take care of you. She make me know it's like she not look for nobody to take care of her. She not do none of that. She don't want a man for money. You know, the regular. She tell me say she don't start school anyways. And what she did, she did go school for nursing, and moving forward we talk for a couple of months. Every day me and her on the phone back and forth, and you know, like we start get more attached, start tell each other personal things, and we start get close, and we notice like she start to really to care about me, you know. To where even one day I go out and me then I'm close to her and she was like, oh, what me I plan to get? And me and her video call her and just show her how the store look, and she was like, the store me not have nothing. Someone was like, yeah, like this is Jamaica, this is how to work with. So we just do what we have to do. And I watch no face, and me end up I think I want shoes, me did go forget it, and she asked me what size me wear, what size shoes, and all of that. And me notice she started sending me some pictures, some things, and asked me if me like this or me like that, and only if you notice she a shop for me. At this point, she didn't even know if she go see me again. But she a shop for me, and me and her being on the phone day in and day out, our family get to find out, so like, oh, she the date a Jamaican or what the case is. And by this time we talk for a couple of months, well, she been there tell me say she love me, she been there post me on her Facebook and all of that. May I remind you, me and her has never met as yet, never kissed, nothing at all, just by talking. Her family find out, say, oh, she dey talk to a Jamaican now from where she meet when she got Jamaica on vacation, brother. Their head get wicked. Them begs, tell her all sort of things, and you know, well begs, brother. Whole entire family begs to her, and when they find out, say, oh, she a come back to Jamaica to come link me, bro. Whole family cut her off. Whole entire family. Cousin, sister never cut her off. Me and her sister did cool. Mother, father, best friend. Everybody cut her off. So, time for she come to Jamaica, you know, and we did all stay at my granddad's house. some little thing good on, and we ended up get for stay there. So my grandfather called me and said when she are forward, tell him when she are forward, and grandfather, my auntie, I think I'm my auntie, take her number, call her, and end up send her. She say, oh, which part not plan, which part to go stay, find somewhere which part to know stay on Airbnb or whatever the case is. And we find somewhere which part we're comfortable staying, and I took Airbnb, and my auntie, is either my auntie or my grandfather, I don't even remember which one, send her the money if you pay for the Airbnb. And at this point, then all of this happened behind my back. I don't know what in the chat about or what the case is, but she ended up being quite close to my auntie at that point. So Airbnb pay for, and when they get closer now, if she come to Jamaica, our mom and dad had been on a Facebook group. And the mom was fine. The mom was fine being a concerned mom. Like, oh, my daughter come, I just want to make sure so she's safe, and I just want to talk to you, The father on the other hand, be a bad part, bad up himself, so if you left him daughter alone means a distraction and a use a faster than comfort. So when I answer them, I mean, one of my brethren did come from, because I say, yo, bro, pre this. And anyways, I just other and I not answer none of them, I just other another group, and she adjust the situation. That was her family, not mine. So regardless of how they feel, me's a principal man, so I'm not gonna be disrespectful to her family regardless. You know? Anyways, she end up fly down, me and my brethren pick her up at the airport, and at that point I just see her over the phone and stuff. So when I see her at the airport, I was like, damn, like I forget how cute she did really be. And my brethren pick her up, bring her at the Airbnb and backtrack a little bit. When she close to come, we did end up get a lot of feelings for her too, because even my best friend at the time did, and she helped me go through the whole thing. And even when she did tell me she loved me at that point, I was like, I don't want you see me sad, you feel like you need to tell me that to cheer me up. So me not gonna answer you back until we reevaluate this and make sure you sure so this is how you feel, which was agreed upon. She ignored me anyways, tell me how much she loved me and all of that. And I tell my mother before she reached, say, oh, mommy, say, I love the girl here and I want to get married to her. Mother was like, no, you stay, easy to get tired of people. They might say this now, but both me and you know, say, oh, you were just gone, boy, your business are gone do your own thing. So before she come, I buy a nice ring, it cost some piece of food to buy the ring too. Buy a nice ring, and she come and me spend a little bit of time with her, and I notice here, like, this girl, the way she was over the phone, this is really how she is. Genuinely such a sweet and caring person, and like she really care about me. Come a Jamaica, bring me a suitcase of clothes. The minute she land at Jamaica, she even give me her bank card with she dey work for, she had 15, so she been saving, so she give me her bank card with basically her whole saving. So when she come to Jamaica her first time, proposed to her with the ring she put me by, and she said yes. She made my whole family, mother, sister, she, and at that point when she come to Jamaica, me dey home, so me and my sister them close. And
Guys, the story are interested. I could listen to the story until it finish. So we get to a conclusion. And I beg you now, in Jesus' name, press the like button. Yeah. Yeah, man, you may attack. See that? Press the thumbs up button underneath and leave a comment. Alright? I could listen to the young man's story.
my brother close, me and my sibling then close, so them always hear me talk to her, them always talk back and forth. Proposed to her now, and when she go back home, she tell me, say, oh, she did talk to someone, her Spanish friend, man. Her friend was like, yo, you can come over here, I can live. She bring up, say, oh, she go file for me. Someone was like, no, you don't need to do that. I may apply for a visa first, and if I get the visa, we can travel back and forth, Apply for visa, don't get the visa. So she was like, that's it, like, she don't put in the paperwork. At that time, it ain't registered in my mind, so paperwork. And may I remind you, this was like month 7. So I was like, paperwork, whatever, in a register. Like going and going, she tell me like, oh, she put in the paperwork. But again, in a register. So she over there to do her thing. And while me there at Jamaica, so everybody like, on need to be careful, because when she there here, which is overseas, and I was in Jamaica living, me did have a bread in the spot, know say me have the bank card and him know some money depend and that man always influence me. Oh, go buy a car, buy a car, buy a car, bro, buy a car. And sister that now work. He may tell me say, oh, go buy two bike, go buy two bike. My sister that now work, he want me use our money buy clothes. He till him all want borrow money. And I was just like, no, like this nah, nah buy no bike, nah give no money, nah go on. Filing they go on and my family didn't even know so me dep on filing. She and my sister close though, so my sister eventually she tell me like bring up it to my sister or something. And my sister find out and was even mad at me. But it's a different story. My grandfather find out. And my grandfather and my auntie did, one of my auntie them did come to Jamaica at that point. And I tell my grandfather, I say, yeah, like, I'm on filing, probably soon left Jamaica or whatever the case is. Grandfather look for me and just take out 5 bills and give me and say, oh, I know much, but, you know, like, use this 500 for the way you can do pertaining to your paperwork or whatever the case is. I was like, whatever. I take it 5 bills. And her back home was going through a lot because she in a full-time school. Me there Jamaica. She have a full-time job. She not deal with her family. Her best friend not deal with her. Her whole family hate me. She not deal with her mother. She not deal with her father none tall. And all of this is because of me. So me did kind of feel a way to which me to tell her say, go cause so much problem and you're so stressed and all of this. Like you can leave me if it gonna make you happier. Where she disagreed. She was like, no, she not give me up for no reason or nobody, even if it moved, she was living with her mom at the time, so she was like, even if it means moving out or whatever the case is, so be it. But I'm not gonna stop talking to you if it please nobody because you know this is one thing with I could be wrong, but based on my experience of dealing with white female, when them love you, bro, them give you even them liver, them give them head, them give them life for you. Anyways, first time I got embassy for the filing, them put a hold on the visa and say, in order for me get this visa, she need to come to Jamaica for an interview and she did it in a school. So she when we come left from embassy, I'm call her and tell her the news, ball her eyes out and send her a picture of the paper and she got an email notification at the same time. So she went online, scheduled an interview for 2 weeks. So she ended up coming to Jamaica within the space of 2 weeks after that denial or hold on the process. She come down, me and her got embassy. Them just ask her like them interview separate first. Them call her up first, ask her like 2 questions, then call me up, ask me to see him 2 questions. I did one black woman interview. She called somebody else, asked them, then she was just like, okay, you got the visa, yada yada yada. And she give me some paper, which we'll get into that in the long run of the story. She give me some paper. Well, come up now. Think me left like she don't want me to come up the day after I get my passport. But I was like, no, like me need to spend some time with my parents and my sister them and my bridging them. So I end up coming to America like 2 weeks after I get the visa. She crashed. And it was she crashed 2 weeks before I come up and she did have a rental. Insurance gave her a rental. And she did rent somewhere. She did live with her parents, so she rent somewhere for me and her stay when we come up. When she rent the place, she go there for moving. She move in the couch. Some of her friend them help her move in the couch. And when she go into the kitchen and like open the cupboard, she see one roach. So she freak out and she was like, oh, she's not moving there. And the landlord ended up giving her back her money. May I remind you, my ticket buy already if you come up. So she tell her mom the situation and was like, oh, he's coming up in 2 weeks and we don't have anywhere to go. Could he just stay here until we get somewhere for move go? The mom was like, no, I can't stay here. I'm not allowed to stay here. Right. My wife, the ball, cause she did have me on video call, but the mom never knows me there on video call. I remember she did ball and the mother just sit down. Like I said, nothing even happen. And the mother tell her, say, this is my house, my rules. I decide who stay here and who don't stay here, and he's not welcome to stay here. Where that was fine. Me ain't worry about that. Me just tell her, say, find somewhere rent because I must say me I see you figure out school, you know. Me did have I did have a little bit of money saved up, you know. Anyways, she ended up renting somewhere a small studio apartment and ended up getting married 12 days after me come up. Where when I come up, the mother never deal with me horrible. When me land, the mother never deal with me horrible when we meet her in person. Because after my wife rent the place and my son come up and the mother ended up buying, because nothing when she rent the apartment, nothing ever there in the apartment. And our couple of our friends then buy her some stuff and just a few little things like a microwave, a toaster, just a few little things that our mom asked her what she have and I don't know if she feel bad or what, but the mother ended up furnishing the whole entire apartment before me come up here. I was grateful, but still really never worried because as I say, I have like a money saved up. Ended up 12 days after I come up and get married around courthouse. And she crashed 2 weeks before I come up. She did have a rental, so when I come up, she never have a car. So as soon as I come up, I think like a day or so after, few days after, me and she and my cousin, we bring her to the car mart and I buy her a car for like 6,000 something cash. Bring her, which car you want? That, alright, how much for this car? 6,000 something. The car is yours. And she was like, oh, where you get money from? Me not tell her, say me come up with money. Me tell her, say me come up with $2,000, but the truth was me come up with like almost $40,000. So, anyways, moving forward, I buy her a car, but I was like, me now make sure know how much money me have because if anything happen, me need to be able to figure my own way out. And me not afraid to go back to Jamaica. So if I come over and shit now go as I want, need to pack my bag and me to go on the next plane right back to Jamaica. Because I'm not stay over here. I'm nobody treat me. How them people treat me. Wedding my mother did there, the wedding, my auntie, like, yeah, when I'm auntie there, wedding, my cousin there, wedding. That was it from my side. Her best friend come at the wedding, her mother, father, a couple of friends come at the wedding. Get married, and after we get married, and at this point, we still high and by with the father. After we get married, immigration got back to you and say, she not make enough money, so we need someone extra to sign the affidavit of support. I have an auntie who live in the same state which part I live, so I link her up and explain the situation, and she did buck shuffle. And she was like, come see me. So I'm going to link up with auntie. And after me over there, and me and her the reason, and over there the reason for hours, and she changed the topic. And the time for we left, someone was like, what's going to happen with the affidavit of support? Like, like that's the reason why we came here. We need for no answer. She was like, oh, have her fill it out on my behalf. Just get back to me if you need to ask me any questions. I wasn't happy with her answer because like me no know our situation. She said she the affidavit of support for how much other people, but in my head, I was like, me and your nephew, you're supposed to want to help me. Anyways, I go back and I was very vocal to my wife. I tell her, say, oh, me not like the response from my auntie. Give me, my wife was very honest. She was like, she not like you either because she's my auntie. She's supposed to rush for it. Anyways, she just linked me the next day and she was like, oh, I told my mom that what immigration needed and explained the situation, and she said that she would do it. Someone was like, all right, whatever, because I did ask my grandfather when I'm my next auntie or someone else would do it. But our mom was like, yeah, I'll do it. So our mom ended up do it, ended up get my green card, ended up get a little every factory work, now I'm paying no money. And she did it in a nursing school still until I get a little security work. And at this point, she finished nursing school and me did a school for information technology. And long story short, I moved to our next apartment. Me finish school, me get up and a better work, not a great work, a better work. And me end up change couple job, get a solid job, we end up buy a house. And at this point we have one boy already. And as soon as we buy the next house and we find out, say yes, like they accept we offer. And Soon as everything gone through the bank, she find out, say, she pregnant again with twins. See? She end up losing one, and we end up have only one. So now we have two boy, a house. Like would they get somewhat more stable. We end up up on vacation now down south to our auntie, which is our father's sister. And me and our cousin them link well good. Nice people, them. Nice people, them. Christian people, principal people, very nice. And me and our auntie two son them get along very well. To where when me down there, them have to wonder if a family vacation me come upon or what the case is, because me and our cousin them gone every day hunting, bike, every day we gone. And long story short, the father call one day and they insinuate to the auntie, so like him they go call our son them, cause me and them they gone hunting fee and try to have, basically and kill me out there and make it look like a hunting accident where that was a whole big old bangarang with, I know big old bangarang, because when I come in, I see my wife, they crying, her uncle tell me, say, oh, her dad said some mean stuff to her or whatever the case is. Long story short, I find out what that man said. I was like, yeah, we will never talk to this man ever again. Him not allowed nowhere near me. Him not allowed for my property. I'm not going to no exchange with him, but we not have no conversation with him, but me just done with him, And a man never liked me from first. Very racist dude. Very racist. Very, very racist. Me have a whole heap of evidence as to why I'm certain I'm racist, but even when me there and me in the work, him always call me, they try to friend me up, they invite me out to go fishing, and me show my dad, say, oh, this man that invite me out to go fishing. But him never liked me at first, so I know I not like him. No, my dad was like, they talk, I don't know if I joke, him was like, man, no, don't go no fishing with him because him probably shoot you or drown you out there or something and make it look like it was an accident or whatever the case is. So I'm glad me never go. No, after all these years, I think me and her did date for like 2 years before we end up getting married. So me and her been together for a total of maybe like 8, 9, 10 years, something like that. I don't really keep up with the dates. But very happy, very loving wife, great family. I mean, I have nothing to say negative about her. She, like was really a blessing. Was really a blessing. And this is one of the reasons why I even did decide to get engaged to her, because when I say how much she care and the love that she give me and how genuine she was and how much she was just a sweet, outstanding person, phenomenal in boy, I couldn't find no problem. Someone was like, you know what, this woman now get to it, but they gonna marry him. And she was very, very positive towards it. When I proposed to her, she cried, like it was a good thing. And now we're more stable, more than the people who was being judgmental because maybe she's getting married to someone from Jamaica. And which part me, there are a whole heap of whites. Majority whites. Majority by a landslide whites. If you buck up a black somebody, which part me they are buck up. In our whole entire family, me is the only black in that whole big old family. Me and our 2 kids, of course. We are the only blacks. So now me and our mom, good. I forgive her because I try to be the type of person who put myself in a fair position. Though her approach was wrong, but still try to be understanding, and her mom treats me very well, like our own. Me think me and her move on from that, and I can honestly say since the day I meet her in person, she's been phenomenal. She's a very nice lady. But me just find it very fascinating that everybody did hate me. No, me more stable. We have a house, we have a car. Both me and her have solid career. We have 2 kids. We have more car than we can possibly drive. We have pool. We have literally everything we could ever want. And now at this point, everybody want to be my friend, but I'm still very hesitant because I wonder like, I wonder if I because them seats set, I have to come money now. Them, no, it is not the same for everybody because
Alright guys, if you don't notice, me disguise invites, can you say I really want to invite out the kind of know who can hear and you understand? And just want share him situation and when go through and when overcome. So I'm glad when I reach this far. Like the video, I'm gonna continue listen to the end.
Me have bridging, and maybe not say bridging, but me and them cool. Where them the man that over here or run off or whatever be the case, and them can't even say nothing to their wife. Like them, they can't say nothing to their wife. Them will get kicked down and box up, and more while I hear them and their wife they talk, but they be like, damn, like what the heck, really, dude? Like you really the America to deal with this shit. But for you man, them much part to come over here and file in our woman. You see if you come over here and only they have trouble within a marriage or in a relationship which part only they get mistreated. I could be wrong, but the pamphlet which part I did get from the first interview when them say yes, you've been approved, that pamphlet which part then give me read that pamphlet from front to back, and it clearly states in there that you as an immigrant also have rights in America. Immigration fully aware say if you're supposed to file for you, you're leaving a lot from your home country to move here. If it's genuine, they do have that into consideration, and them have laws in place for protect immigrants just as how them have laws in place for protect their citizens. And before the runoff, we really need to reconsider it because the girl I'm over as soon enough at the time, as soon as I tell them say, oh, I have no papers, then run. Them don't have nothing to do with it because them things that wanna just don't use them. It's very difficult to find a genuine woman which part will do the right. Come back, come visit your home country. Like very difficult. And may I remind, like even back then when I have my wife bank account, bank card, and me never ask her for money. Me not take money from her bank card. See how she give me her card when I come up, see my amount of money. Like me not take none. The more she might do is send me credit. And because she tried to call me before and she not get me because my plan did done. Me did their work and explain the whole thing to her. And beep, she send credit card give me. But otherwise, me not ask her for nothing. Me not take her money. Me not do none of that. But the man them, the ladies them much part they think about filing and all of that. Just be very careful. Don't rush. Don't jump on marry the first one which part you meet. Like this is something which part you need to be sure of because it can really ruin your whole life. So you need to really sit and think and be very careful and plan what you do. Don't just jump married, come up, or don't just come up, gallop way. You need to really sit and plan because this shit can go bad. Like as you listen to the channel enough, this shit can go bad for a lot of people. Fortunate enough, from there, me never been hungry, me never short or nothing, never in need of nothing. Me fortunate enough in that way, but it is not the same case for everybody. It is not the same for everybody, but we really need to be careful because woman and man over here, wicked brother, wicked. Especially when them know say you need them for certain things or you might run off and married to them. Bro, them viewers, them deal with like less than garbage. Deal with make you feel lower than ants balls. So you need to be very careful and don't just rush and jump into this thing. So just be very careful if you got immigration, passing the interview, the paper them which part then give that go tell on the rights in the country, what to do if in a certain predicament. Laws are here to protect immigrants coming here, just as laws are here to protect citizens. Don't beat up no woman, no lick no woman, no lick no man. Make sure you have evidence and be the biggest informer. If they don't do nothing, tell upon them. I could be wrong again, but without immigration go deporting it just because of that reason. Because again, I have a friend which thought he was being abused by his wife, and immigration just move him out and give him papers because it's not his fault. And remember, once she signed that affidavit of support, forget you here. Once him or her sign that, they're responsible for you, right? I'm not telling you this to use you against them, but that affidavit of support have more weight than they think. So if they're mistreat don't beat them because they're gonna make the situation worse. You can add this yourself to, but since I come up and like even though that we're both working, every cent we make through work, my wife know both our money going to the same account. We don't hide no financials from each other. Like, we're good. understanding, have conversations. Otherwise, from these small, relationship or marriage disagreements, everything good between me and her, my boss. Like, great. Could have never been happier. The greatest decision me ever make in my life was getting married to my wife. And she said that's the best decision she's ever made herself. But we're good. We're good. Happy as ever. 2 kids. Take vacations regular. We just come from Jamaica a few months ago, and before that, me and her just come from Jamaica. Like, within the space of 6 months, we've been to Jamaica like twice. Vacation, regular, kids. Everything. Best decision ever. So not all of these turn out to be bad. Some turn out to be bad, yes, but good woman still out there. Good man still out there. The man and the woman them just need to be very careful of who they pick. Don't be blinded by how am I say this now? Temporary satisfaction for permanent gratification, Don't be blinded by that. Don't be blinded, because whole heap of woman, whole heap of when I go work, bro, everywhere I go. Not everywhere, but a lot of cases, enough time ago, woman approach me. Me no know how to talk. Me no know how to look woman. Never know how. Woman approach me all the while. And I'm very lucky when it comes to dealing with woman. Because even since my wife is not the first one who tried to apply for me. Or not to say apply, but my wife was not the first one who wanted me to marry her or move to the States with her. Me date a whole heap of woman before that. Richer than my wife, poorer than my wife, prettier than my wife. Doctor, lawyer, surgeon, other nurses, teachers, business owners, talk to a couple skettle here and there, but then just need to be very careful on who they pick, because it is not all about looks all the while, it is not all about money all the while. All of that though gone, and when you're all angry and sit down, you go want someone who you can really sit down and reason with, and you're happy with just being in the presence of that person. And lucky enough, I figured that out sooner than later, that my wife was that person. I figured that out at a young age, maybe like at 21, 22, or whatever the case is. Very young, very young. We figured that out at a young age. And now we've been together since she barely did work, and we are Jamaica, and now the two we all are established with kids and all of that. And I not left my wife for nobody or jeopardize this or whatever the case is. So the man and the woman them just need to be careful. Ladies, you don't always need a man which part rich. You can find a man with potential and work with him. Yes, the fear the day which part he might left. But that fear is always going to be there regardless of who you're there with. You can't deal with a rich man and he left you and you don't have nothing just to see him. Build with a man. The man them, looks is not everything, money is not everything, because them the woman never treat about.
Very interesting story, guys. Oh, you have to overcome a lot of obstacles. I think he made the right decision pertaining to the father, because you're listening to the argument and say the father did come like him want to set up the other brother them for analyze him. Right, this is a problem when you go in one family where have different culture, different race, and everybody will accept you. But regardless, the wife, well, I won, and she happy with a Jamaican man, and it's talk about over 12 years now, dating plus married. So I say you go, it sound like he's a young man who have ambition from Jamaica, so he's not rough. I just say you go, but you big up yourself, keep your head high. You know what I mean? Sky is the limit, and all the best. Thanks for coming to the platform and share it. Alright, big up yourself. I'm out.